This is Brother Tim coming at you live and direct. Yo, so now I'm sending out the message to my people on Facebook. For those that are interested in hitting me up and talking with me and listening to the show live on the phone, hit me up at 614-556.
This call is being recorded.
4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. Look, I got the traveler on the line. Let's see who else is going to join us. If not, we're about to chop it up. I'm about to chop it up because y'all need to know this is the last day of Tribal Quotes. Well, my fault. The last day of the Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook. We have worked our way through 90 days of this. So yesterday I hit my 200th episode for Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Tonight I'm hitting the final page. Well, not the final page, but the final page that I wrote, because in the book you find that you have to find your own proverbs. So there's a few days that take you back in time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the freestyle music. Alright, I need that to ring in my head for a second. So, now yesterday we had a lot of stuff going on. I woke up this morning and I decided, hey man, I didn't have enough information to get on the Panama Papers, and I was trying to find some connection between that and Una Oil. I mean, I'm quite sure in some form or fashion that it's connected. But you know, I was looking for those connections, and I couldn't find them. So I said, "Hey, what I'm gonna do right now is focus. Well, not even focus. I said, okay, well, maybe I won't do the show. I think I might do one tomorrow morning. But I'm here, and we are about to kick it. So I want to give Brother D a round of applause for joining me. We appreciate you. What's up, Brother D? What's going on?
Peace. How's my nephew doing?
He cool. I mean, you know, sucker attack can knock you back a few steps, but other than that, he all right.
Okay, that's good to hear.
So, you know, until I see some actual evidence, it's still a sucker attack. But anyway, he all right. The girls are all right. I'm just now walking in the house. I'm a little bit late tonight. But hey, it is what it is, right? So we're gonna get up in here and we're gonna chop this up for the last day. Then for those that don't know, we're gonna get into the African openings to the Tree of Life. AOTOL. That's what's AOTOL. You know, African openings to the Tree of Life. And that one, I haven't figured out how I'm going to chop those up, but, you know, just like I do everything else, we're going to get into it, and we're going to see where it takes us, because that is a powerful book, very, very powerful book. For me, it's a magical book and a life-changing book, and I hope that that you enjoy that journey, right? So, brother, you got any announcements to make before we get moving in on this?
Dude, support the journey with this energy movement, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You heard him. Support the journey with this whole energy piece. We're going to be posting up some more stuff about that. Of course, y'all know you're going to get a commercial in the next 15 minutes. So I'm putting my timer on right now. And we are going to move. So, man, I got some crazy stuff coming up in the news in the morning. Something I stumbled on that's very disheartening. Because you think a lot of times that we made it a little bit farther than we have. But, unfortunately, it is what it is. And I will share a little bit of it right now. It was brought to my attention about this video of a brother in a courtroom, and he was pleading his own case and ended up getting shot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I'm not talking about the shock like surprise shock. I'm talking about the actual getting shocked in the damn courtroom by the order of the judge. So we're gonna talk about that. This happened in 2014, I think. So the judge just now got, he just now got punishment. He has to face the piper.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But the piper wasn't playing a nice tune. All right, so we're about to start. Gina, lock that door for me. All right, here we go. Timer is on. All right, hold on for 1 second, please.
Early to bed and early to rise.
Right, these they don't want to go to bed. I actually don't want to go to bed.
Healthy and wild.
Right, I got to stop the clock for a second, man, because get crazy, right? So now, we are on the last day for those that want to keep up what we have done so far. Or if you want to catch up with what we've done, you go back to day 1. Or actually go back to the initial instructions. So basically, I did the whole book. We ran through the whole book on an audio podcast. We did 90 different podcasts doing the show. Actually, 91 different podcasts. It's asked me how I want to. Can you hear me, Devin? Devin.
Joining conference now. This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, I don't know what was going on. All right, so, hey, but that's modern technology. Hey, it could be worse because I might not be able to have you join me on the live show. But, hey, here we go, day 90. I believe that the true road to preeminent success in any line is to make yourself master of that line. Andrew Carnegie. Men are failures, not because they are stupid, but because they are not sufficiently impassioned. Struther Burt. How can you like the firewood and dislike the gatherer? Uganda. Alright. So Devin, you can decide on which one we're going to jump in first.
Ooh, man. Hey.
I'll read them again for you.
Yeah.
I believe that the true road to preeminent success in any line is to make yourself master of that line. Andrew Carnegie. Men are failures not because they are stupid, but because they are not sufficiently impassioned. Struther Burt. How can you like the firewood? How could you like the firewood and dislike the gatherer? Uganda.
Let's kick it off with the second one.
I agree. Men are failures, not because they are stupid, but because they are not sufficiently impassioned.
Mm.
So you want to jump off on that one first, or you want me to?
The first thing that comes to mind is actually kind of another proverb that I heard, or a wise saying that I heard somebody say. This is the reason why people fail is because of broken focus.
Wow. This one kind of remind me of E.T. the hip hop preacher, where he says, I don't have phenomenal skill, but I have phenomenal will. You will not outwork me. Because a lot of times, success is not about how much we know or how wise we know or how knowledgeable we are. Sometimes it's the very passion that can push us through. Because you can have people that know how things work perfectly, but they give up because they don't have the endurance, they don't have the will, they don't have the passion. You know what I'm saying? That impassioned piece, passion flows from the heart. And when it's not coming from the heart, we call it in the Gye-Nyame method, and in Millennium School we call it the heart hustle. We hustle from the heart, not from the stomach. A lot of you niggas out there, excuse my language, are hustling from your stomachs. You know what I'm saying? That means that when your appetite is satisfied, usually the stomach is focused on being filled up physically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the heart is not trying to be filled up physically. You know what I'm saying? The heart hustle, when you hustling from your heart, you are hustling with passion. You are hustling because it's the right thing to do. You are hustling because it's what you was born to do, not what you was told to do. So oftentimes, those individuals that are passionate outdo, outlast, grow faster, go farther than those with the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So many of men have failed. Many of men have failed with knowledge. Many of men have failed with wisdom. Many of men have fallen short with incredible with incredible insight into certain situations. But those that were impassioned, right? Those that were impassioned can overcome all obstacles.
Or those who have their big enough why.
There you go.
Their dream is large enough. It's my father used to say all the time. If your dream is big enough, the rest don't matter.
It don't. I'm sorry.
Because you're gonna figure it out. Go ahead.
Because it's not just you're going to. You have to, because when you have a passion for something, it's something that pulls you towards that thing and pulls that thing towards you. So it's not that you're going to figure it out. You have to figure it out. You can't sleep.
Right.
You can't. It won't let you rest. Those of you that's old enough to have been in love with somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? And that beginning of that love, and you want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you up at night. Right? So
it's kind of like your boy Bruce Lee. He always talk about emotional content.
Emotional content.
Because if you don't have something that's tying you to it to move you, it's like you just spinning your wheels. You just out there, you hoping.
You just hoping. And really, when you think about it, a lot of us in our careers are not impassioned about what we do. We're just doing it. We're hustling from the stomach. We're hustling to feel this physical stomach. We're hustling to feel this physical appetite. We're hustling to support this physical lifestyle. We're hustling. You know what I'm saying? We're hustling from the stomach. You know what I'm saying? It's all materially based. It's not anything based in something eternal, something that pulls the greatness up out of you. Because it's like dude, if you want something bad enough, it's gonna pull the very best out of you. It's gonna pull the best out of you. It's like playing a game against your greatest competition. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it was certain football games or that I remember because, you know, like for example, the Ohio State and Michigan game, not Michigan State, the Ohio State and Michigan game. You know what I'm saying? There has been situations where one of those teams would be almost damn near undefeated. The other team would have had a horrible season. But when they came together to play each other, you thought you had two top contenders. That's how, I ain't gonna say the hate, but the passion about that game was. I mean, there's individuals who don't care about the Rose Bowl. They don't care about any of those bowls. What they care about, a coach can win every game, go to the national championship, but if he lost to Michigan, he had a bad season.
That's right.
That's their passion, man. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Cause it's like, you know, it's like nothing else matters. You eat it, you breathe it, you sleep it. You get up and do the same thing again and again until you accomplish what it is that you set forth.
That's right.
You know, kind of like when we talk about building that the player's pyramid. You know, we start with that faith, that imani, that we have the ability to do it. Then we start to use the creativity that has been given to us so that we can find our purpose. And within that purpose, we start to put together that cooperative economics, which leads us into that, you know, collective working responsibility. And then we have that self-determination. And ultimately, if we pull it all together and put that capstone on what we tried to accomplish.
And the Big Bang happens. The Big Bang happens. You know what I'm saying? It all comes together. It all comes to life, man. I mean, I couldn't have said that one better, man. I mean, because it's that, and just imagine that, because at one point in time we used to put this passion, or we used to help our children find this passion. We called it, and then we could move on to the next one, because it was called giving them the lure to mastery. Right? I mean, it's crazy how these things come together. It's like our ancestors talked about presenting young people with a lure to mastery. He said adolescence without a lure to mastery is like walking across a rope bridge without support. You know what I'm saying? There's a good chance that you can make it, but it's also a very strong possibility that you might fall off the damn thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So by helping young people find their passion, we keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? And because a lot of us, see, because coming up, my whole piece, I was sent to college to make money. I wasn't sent to college to discover myself. I wasn't sent to college, you know what I'm saying? But I stumbled into a crew of people that was trying to find themselves. So I got into trying to find myself. And that search has been going on, and it keeps me going. My wife think I'm crazy because I sit on the fucking computer and talk to myself in these podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because before you was coming on, I still did the show. You know what I'm saying? And she like, you been doing this show since I got here. You know what I'm saying? Cleve is now 11, so that means it's been 8 years. At least 8 years that I've been talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people see it. But it's like, I have to do this. You don't understand. I don't even expect you to understand. I don't even care if you don't understand. The point is, this is my passion. This is one of my passions. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand when they coming at me about some of my kids. Right? I'm passionate about that. They be like, why you so mad? It's not that I'm mad. I'm passionate. And because y'all hide the fact that you're not really involved in this behind the professionalism. You know what I'm saying? Because actually, for me, a lot of times when I hear that professionalism, I'm hearing people hiding behind a cloak that keeps them from getting emotionally involved in what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I believe that a person, I want to work with people with a passion. You know what I'm saying? That's me. In order to save my kids and to give them the power and the ability to move on, I believe that they need to be in a building of impassioned people. They have to see individuals in love with learning. So they can see, because one thing to tell somebody that they need to study. You need to study to become successful. How about studying for the sake of studying? How about studying because learning something new gives you a mental orgasm that feels so good that you want to replicate it over and over and over again.
Right.
You know, but like I said, that's that passion speak. I can't do that. I gotta keep it clean.
No. And it was crazy about it because once you put yourself on the path of mastery, this is where you're trying to get to a point where that thing, where you become one with that thing. It's like it becomes a part of what you do. It becomes a part of who you are. So there's no other way that you can approach life. I mean, it's who you are. It becomes ingrained in you. It's almost like it's a habit.
It's intelligence. It becomes intelligence of the heart. That mastery piece. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that because our culture has moved us away from mastery. Because mastery now is something antiquated. You know what I'm saying? We believe that is an antiquated idea. But the people that's making the money, the people that's mastering industry, are people of mastery. The people that's building our houses, carpenters, you got master carpenters, you got master plumbers, you got master electricians. You know what I'm saying? Are masters. We take our kids through a myriad of different things, and we're training them to become masters. We're training them to become jack of all trades, but master of none. So that's speaking of mastery. Let's just move to the one about mastery. This is number one. I believe that the true road to preeminent success in any line is to make yourself a master of that line. And he didn't just say success. He said preeminent. This is a success above success. This is elite level success. He's saying any line is to make yourself the master of that line. Not just be standing in the line. Not just be part of the line. But being the master of that line. When you become one with the thing that you are working on, where you become a master sculptor, a master mathematician, a master physicist, a master politician, a master. All right, we need to take a couple of second break. Hold on for a second, Brother Devin.
All right, I'm gonna step away for a second. I gotta order something for the missus.
I understand.
I'll be right back.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
All right, you heard him. Spread the word. Gye-Nyame Journey is a consultant, actually a regional consultant, thanks to some of y'all's support, of Ambit Energy. And this means that we have the ability to help you save money on your electricity and your gas bill. Ambit Energy is an approved energy service company that gives you a choice for saving money on your electric bill. It also is an income opportunity like no other. Help your friends save money on electricity and get paid in a deregulated energy market where we are active. Everyone you know has an incredible opportunity to earn a great income with Ambit Energy. If you need help, we'll show you how. So, hey, why don't you sign up? Now, for those that are interested in allowing Gye-Nyame Journey to serve you, allowing us to serve you, I'm asking to serve you. You know what I'm saying? This means that you're going to get a benefit. One of the benefits that we bring to the table is that we're going to save you money. We're going to save you money. 2, by you just signing up, you get travel rewards, and every time you pay your bill, you get travel rewards. 3, it's a possibility that we can help you earn free energy. And I need y'all to understand this. Energy is a regular bill that people everywhere has to pay. You cannot live the modern lifestyle if you do not have access to energy. So it's a bill that you regularly have to pay. What would happen if you save that $15 to $150 every month on electricity? What would happen if you save that $100 to $200 a month that you pay for your gas? How would that change your life? Allow us to help you with that. Allow us to help you get that. I would love for some people that's on the journey to be able to come on and be like, yo, man, look, I got that Ambit Energy and it worked for me. Also, for those of you that are looking for a business opportunity, Ambit Energy is a great idea for you to think about and to pursue. It's a great opportunity. It's not super expensive, you know what I'm saying? But it can be very lucrative. So we need to work together in doing this. For those that are interested, check out our website at Gye-Nyame-Journey.energy526.com. That's Gye-Nyame-Journey.energy526.com or GYENYAMEJOURNEY.energy526.com. Also, if you are old school and you would prefer to have a phone call, feel free to hit us up at 614-594-9422. Somebody standing by so that we could try to help you save money. And then on top of that, this is the caveat. Every month, you know that a portion of your money is not just going to the electric company, AEP, if you're in Ohio, that don't give a damn about you, but a portion of your money is going so that we can nation build right here in the city. So, let's get back to business. Back to the cannon. So let me remind you, those of you that want to join the show, join the conversation, we right in the middle. You can hit us up at 614-594. My fault. Debbie, you still there? Those that you want to join the conversation, hit us up at 556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. All right? Now.
And I'm back.
All right, Devin's back. So now, as we were saying, we're talking about, we went from the first one, we was talking about men are fears not because they are stupid, but because they are not sufficiently impassioned. Now this passion piece pulls us towards this thing called mastery. So we move right into, like naturally, we move right into the discussion about mastery, which Andrew Carnegie's quote says, I believe that the true road to preeminent success, that's that elite level success in any line, is to make yourself the master of that line. What does being a master mean? A master means that you have studied something so much that you have become one with the thing. A story that was told to me was that one of my friend's father was a skilled, all-around skilled builder, and he lost his sight, and he still was part of the company that he had started, his family company, and he needed to build a chimney for a fireplace. And just by feel, because he'd been doing this so long, just by feel, he was able to tell people exactly what he needed, and in his blindness, he was able to see a way to build the chimney that he needed. He built it himself. Now, I'm saying that to say that's mastery, where you can take away my eyes, you can take away my ears, but because I have studied this thing so much, it has become part of me. Some of you have mastered driving. Go ahead.
That's deep right there. You take away my eyes, but I still see. You take away my ears, but I still hear.
I still hear.
It's that's still at one with something. You know, that's being you know, as KRS-One says, I am hip hop.
I am hip hop.
I am.
See, a lot of people don't feel that. A lot of people get upset when they hear that somebody used the I am statement. But I am means that you have mastered something. When you are able to say I am carpentry, I am plumbing. You know what I'm saying? I am. Right? That's a level of that's a level a lot of people get uncomfortable with. People are like, who do you think you are? See, because this whole culture is based on all of us believing that we are all the same. We are all equal. You know what I'm saying? But if you remember one of the proverbs from last week, those that joined me, the worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal.
Equal. Woo!
You know what I'm saying? We have fallen into this illusion that we are all the same. We all are part of the hive mind, and we all have the same capabilities. But that shit is not true. It's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm better at some things than Devin is. Devin is better at some things than I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We both are better than somebody else, but they got their thing that they have mastered that they're better at than we are. We all need to understand that we are not the same. And by us falling into the same game, we start falling into the blame game. And being in the blame game, you never win. Because everybody strives to make you feel guilty for being exceptional.
So we start telling our children lies that you can be whatever you want to be.
You can be whatever you want to be.
You can be whatever you work. You can be what you work to be.
You can be whatever you
if I never put the work, because if I never put the work in, if I never put the time in, I don't spend time with it, I'm not going to get to that level. I mean,
hey, you better hush your mouth, man. You killing self-esteem. Hey, you killing my child's self-esteem. How you going to tell my son, who's 14 and never played organized basketball in his life, that he can't become a pro basketball player? How you gonna tell my son who's flunking in all the science courses that he can't become a doctor? How dare you? See, and this is what people don't understand. Sometimes by being that individual that presents the opposition, you are the one that forces that child or that person to shit or get off the pot.
That's right.
This politically correct shit has hemmed us into a point where we can't be honest enough with people to challenge them. I heard Bill Cosby is getting a suit filed against him by one of the women that put a case up on him because she said he raped her. And the court case, the lawsuit states that she's suing him because he called her a liar. Now, my question is, if a motherfucker say that you did something that you said that you did not do, what else do you call him but a liar? Now, how does that? What does that got to do with mastery? Because in the society,
my character.
huh?
assassinating.
You can assassinate my character, but when I come back and I say something to you that is true, at least in the sense that I disagree with what you're saying. You're saying that I was somewhere doing something that I wasn't supposed to be doing, and I'm saying that you are a bold-faced liar. You have the right to sue me, even though what you're saying is detrimental to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here like, wow, that's that whole political correct shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't politically correct for him to respond. You know why? Because he's the same as that woman. And that woman is the same as him, and we all equal. So none of us are perfect in the sight of God, so we all could be fucking up. But you're not allowed to call people up on the fuck-ups that they make. I don't want to live in a world like that. I'm tired of living in that world because that world is producing failures. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, because I agree with you. Because it doesn't allow you to be challenged. And
right.
The only way that we get better is by being challenged, by having that resistance. I mean, you think about whether you're doing push-ups or if you're trying to become a weightlifter, a bodybuilder, you have to have something that is in opposition to the direction that you're going in order to ultimately get stronger. And one of the things I talk about in my conflict resolution workshop is that you need a little bit of friction in life in order to have some progress. Because if there's no friction and everything is just seamless, you're going to be sliding in place. You're not going to be able to stop. You're not going to be able to go. You just are stuck in one place. You think about trying to walk on ice and you don't have some type of spikes or some type of grip that causes friction with that ice. You're going to slip and you're going to fall and you're going to bust your ass. So without that, the balance of having that pushback, they say it doesn't have to be overtly tearing you down, but you do need people to give you a reality check. Like you ain't shit right now.
Right.
Get your shit together.
Oh, you can't say that. That's not political. Hey, you're hurting their self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? My piece is, check this out, man, and let's elevate this to the level of nation building. People, especially black people, do the best when our backs are up against the wall. When we are, and I think that people recognize this about us. All right, but take it over for a second because my daughter is down here crying. She was doing something she wasn't supposed to do. So go on, and if you could keep on talking about this, I'll be back in a second.
Okay, got you. Yeah, so as I was saying, so when we're talking about having that, so and I, this political correctness. So, this illusion that everything that they're great and everything that they do is glittery and gold, and so we set them up for failure or great disappointment. And so I look at a lot of times when parents will have their students or their children at school and they're messing up and say, well, my child would never do anything like that, as if we don't step out of pocket when we out of the sight of that authority figure. So when we're talking about getting to a level of mastery, it gets to the point where we're trying to get to that self-discipline. We're trying to teach our children to have that self-discipline, so that correcting them and their feelings is what's necessary. And if I hurt my child's feelings in that correction, being able to come back and explain to them and build them back up so that they can have that resilience. And I think that's something that's lacking in today's society. Is that there is no resilience, there is no sense of grit. There's a sense of entitlement.
And sense of entitlement. That entitlement is very dangerous to children, and it's very dangerous to society. We have a whole generation. I ain't gonna say generation. We got a whole group of people who feel that they are entitled to certain benefits and certain things, and that kind of takes like you said, without friction, you can't have an edge. If you don't have an edge, you don't have a blade. A blade needs an edge. And an edge is created by friction. You know what I'm saying? By you grinding that on something that causes it to struggle, causes it to stutter, and it sharpens the edge to a point to where when you put it up against something, it cuts. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're missing. We're missing our edge. Because as I always go back to The Godfather where they say the whole piece about keep your friends close but keep your enemies closer. You keep your enemies closer by making them comfortable. By making them comfortable, they lose their edge. By being politically correct with them and saying the right things or the proper things to say to them, you throw them off balance. And you keep them off balance long enough, they'll kill themselves. They'll starve to death. Because when you cut them off, because now you no longer need them, now you no longer need to feed them as your enemy, when you cut them off and stop supporting them, they lost their edge. They won't know how to support themselves. That's what we're going through right now. That's what we're going through right now.
Make you think about Rocky 3 when he was fighting Clubber Lang. Apollo told him, "Man, you lost your edge. You had the eye of the tiger when we fought.
Right.
And now you got comfortable. You out here, doing commercials. You driving nice cars. You stop working.
You start hustling from that stomach and not from that heart. Because it's a major shift there. So, because in mastery, you're hustling from the heart. When you seek in mastery, you're hustling from the heart. When you seek in profit, you're hustling from the stomach. And most of us have been taught to hustle from our stomach. Satisfy that stomach. You can't achieve mastery in most cases. You can't achieve mastery hustling from the stomach, man. You got to be hustling from that. You got to have that heart hustle, man. Your hustle builds muscle. You know what I'm saying? But it's only the right type of hustle that builds the right type of muscle, because those people that work out know that if you are in the wrong posture and you're lifting weights, you'll mess up and destroy your body. You have to be in the right posture. You got to be hustling from the right points in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Mastery takes years and years and years of doing something. See, but what a lot of people don't even understand is that really, nowadays, you don't even need to master. You master it. It's almost overkill, because most people doing the stuff that you do are only proficient at it. And we know that it only takes 20 hours of being focused on any one thing for 20 hours will get you proficient enough to beat probably 85% of the people in the world.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? That whole mastery piece, man. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be in line. Don't be part of the line. Master the line. Master the line so you can have preeminent success. I wish preeminent success on every last one of the people that listens to the journey. That's all I want for you. And it's so crazy that we end on that point. But now, for the last one, because I started this thing talking about Africa 90 days ago. 90 shows ago. I ain't going to say 90 days, but 90 shows ago. I started this thing talking about how this came out of the heart of Africa. We're going to end with a proverb from Africa. How can you like the firewood and dislike the gathering?
Don't even make sense. That's basically you when you're looking at the end result of what the work that somebody put in, and you admiring it. You say that's what you want for yourself, but you overlook the work and the struggle, the practice, the failure, the crying that they experience to get to where they are. And again, and that ties right back into the mastery piece. To get to a level where you successful and people are talking about you're a guru, or that you best this, and so they see your light shining, but they neglect or hate the fact that they would have to go through some dark times and some sadness and some hurt feelings to get to that level of success. Where so that makes a whole lot of sense to me.
Man, also because it's talking about the gatherer. It's like, how can you learn from somebody that you like? How can you like the learning, but you don't like the teacher?
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like
don't go stepping on toes there, man.
Nah, but hold on. Then also, I mean, because I always gotta look at this stuff. I gotta look at this stuff from a nation builder perspective. How can
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we live in America. You know what I'm saying? How can we? You know what I'm saying? Like the firewood and dislike the gathering. You know what I'm saying we living over here. You know what I'm saying? We got the firewood burning, but we hate the gathering of the wood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can take this so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? But it always brings you back to yourself, right? I love the firewood. I love the fact that the firewood is burning. I love the heat on me. I love the way it's keeping away the bugs. But I can't stand that motherfucker that brought it.
Yeah, I mean, and for some people, it's a bit of a personal journey to learn that we can. I think about the Matrix,
right?
And how you've already experienced all of this. And the Oracle told me, well, we don't understand the choices. We don't understand. So there were lessons that had to be learned from individuals that we said we didn't like, but in actuality, they were a reflection of us, and we chose them way before we even got there. Because there was something else that we were from them.
I mean, but then also this also gets to the pettiness of a lot of us as human beings. I mean, we're real petty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because and we have been programmed to abuse and misuse each other. I love the fact that you brought the wood, man. I love the heat that the wood producing, but I just don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But then also you got the other piece where you got motherfuckers who want to sit around a fire but did not help to gather the goddamn wood. I mean,
it sounds like one of the stories we use in the journey called "Make It Happen."
Make it happen. You wanted to be there. Make it happen. And people get mad because it's like, you know, I put motherfuckers on Make It Happen missions and they take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, you ain't read none of this stuff. I mean, it's crazy, man, because it's like you building something and people got required reading and you try to explain it to them. You need to read this, boom, boom, boom. Did you check this out? Right? Because it'll help you understand some of the shit that's going on. But then, because
I don't know. They be like, I look at it, but I'm not so sure about it. I'm not sold on it.
I ain't even talking about the kids, dog. I mean, I'm so beyond. I ain't see, because the kids don't even have to read the stories, but they'll eventually get the lessons. I'm talking about the adults that know everything. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done gathered all the wood, but you don't like the motherfucker who you love the wood, but you hate the nigga that gathered the wood. What the fuck wrong with you? Right? I mean, really?
Right.
What the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm tired. I gathered all the wood. My arms are done. I got wood spiders on me biting me and shit. I got a bad attitude. I've been out in the bushes. I got thorns in my ass from trying to get this wood so that we can have a fire. And you don't like me. Oh, but you love the fire. You love what the fire produces. Right? You love the shit is insane. I'm guilty of the shit too. I'm very guilty of the shit. Now, you know, but like I said, that's the beauty of the Proverbs. being able to look at them and be honest enough with ourselves to know when we have fucked up, know what we could do better, know what we could do better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one time when we might take the next trip to the woods, we're gonna be sitting there laughing at the motherfucker that might be bringing the wood and be laughing because he'd be like, damn. Wow. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a person that could actually look at the person that's providing the very fuel for their project. They could, if they could despise that individual, who else could they be despised? If you are that mean, if you are that, I ain't even gonna call it be because it might not even be mean, but if you are able to do that and hate the person that has gathered the wood for you, you know what I'm saying? How pure and honest are you as a person? You know. But hey, you got any final words before we gonna shut this one down?
Shoot, stay on the journey towards self-mastery.
Man, hey, head towards that self-mastery, yo. So we gonna be on that African Opens to a Tree of Life. I don't know if I'm gonna start next week. I'm gonna start when the vibe tells me. But we're gonna have first an introductory reading, and then we're gonna go on and get down into the book. But it's still gonna be tribal quotes. So be looking out for the story. Check out AO, an Empire of Our Own, the morning news show. I may get up and do it tomorrow. I got some good stuff that I want to do. We're gonna run through some stuff, but it's only for 15 minutes. You can check it out. But yo, this is Brother Hatim. I was joined by Brother Devin. I'd like to thank him. But we out, man. All right, peace, y'all.